Welcome back everyone to episode 31 of my Final Fantasy VI extended look / complete playthrough. In the previous episode we did manage to get Strago and Realm back to Thamasa, where they learned that Hidden, or Hedon, I'm not sure how you're supposed to say that, was still alive, and Strago resolved to go and defeat his archenemy once and for all. We managed to do that, and we had extraordinarily good luck in getting not only the rare item that you steal from him, the Thornlit, but also the lore spell that he uses, Grand Delta, which happens to be one of, if not the strongest spells that Strago can learn as part of his blue magic lore type spells. Then we went to the Colosseum and went ahead and converted that Thornlit into a Mirage Vest, which is maybe not defensively one of the best pieces of equipment in the game as far as stats. However, it is one of the best items if you are very quick at finishing your fights, because it basically blocks 3 hits from hitting whoever's wearing that vest at the start of the fight. So I tend to use that as soon as I possibly can, and usually put it on a character that already has naturally high evasion. So in the case of, say, Locke here, Locke's stat doesn't look all that high right now, and in fact it looks like some other characters may be a little bit better. But yeah, it's a good idea to put it on someone who already has very high speed stats, because that way it makes it a little bit easier for them to avoid getting hit at all during a fight. And obviously if you wanted to go for the evasion master, you would give it to Shadow, but Shadow's already usually up in the air when he does his jump attack, so there wouldn't be a whole lot of benefit for him putting it on. Anyway, it's been a long time since we went all the way back to Figaro Castle, so let's go back and check out the crew and see how they're doing. Oh, and we also got into a fight with Deathgaze and managed to defeat him, so he won't be plaguing us while we're flying around in the skies anymore. Not that that was a real big concern, but, you know, it is something that does happen occasionally, and it is a fight that, as weird as it sounds, you're trapped on your airship when he attacks, but you can actually just run away from the fight, as far as I recall. And I think the game just crashed. Uh-oh. Ah, boy. I didn't know this was going to happen at any point during any of these videos. Alright, well, we'll be right back in a sec. Alright, and we're back. Sorry about that. This is one of the... maybe the first time that a game has actually crashed while I was in the middle of recording an episode. So it's an extreme rarity, at least in the early days of the consoles. Nintendo, obviously, if it crashed, it was usually caused by an issue with the lockout chip in the console itself. The Super Nintendo was very robust. I don't recall having very many issues at all of my Super Nintendo crashing when I was a kid. We're using a third-party device in order to look at the games, because it does have an HDMI out port, which is why the graphics are so much, I would say, better, even if the pixels aren't maybe smoothed over by the effects of a CRT television. But I think we're going to start finding more and more games as the catalog that I do have of newer games starts coming up, and we are going to find that some of those games, you know, even in their quote-unquote final release state, tend to crash a little bit more because, well, there was more going on in the background of the games, and frankly, sometimes they just couldn't handle it and the software crashed. So hopefully that'll be the last time that happens during this series. Let's go to Figaro. Erg! I mean, technically, we're in Figaro Castle. You would think we're already in Figaro, but what they mean is the continent Figaro. This stratum's unusually rough. We seem to be catching on something. Stop here. The reason for that is, if you leave the castle, there is an area that we had not explored yet. You can't actually leave that door, or that one. I think we have to go out the tunnels in the... Yeah, we have to go out the tunnels here. I think we all know who really deserves to be locked up in here. That's right. Get in here, Edgar. Oh, you know... Ah, shoot. Before we do this, we're gonna change up party members so that we can put in the lower level ones. We can come back. It's not a one and done type situation. Restart. Sorry, I got a little bit sidetracked because the game crashed, so I did mean to actually swap out some of the party members so that we had a nice mix of people who needed the experience. And the area we're coming up to is not going to be all that difficult to get through. Alright. Just occurred to me that we may not be able to switch parties because the airship's on the other continent. Alright. Go to Kalingen. Yes, we're going to hit another stratum that's rough, and I'll have to tell them to keep going. Unfortunately, the airship doesn't act like a puppy following you everywhere you go. Keep going, idiot. I tell you, if there were any things that got fixed in Final Fantasy VII that maybe they could have done better in 6, giving you that phone that you could call your teammates on and basically swap out team members whenever you wanted to was definitely something they got right in 7. And I love 7. I don't know if there was a whole lot that they did better than 6. Okay, nope, turn, there we go. So as much as I love Shadow, I think we are going to take him out of the party because there are a whole bunch of people who have not reached level 40 yet, and he's at 42? Yeah, look at this. 42. Oy. Alright, well, as much as I hate it, we need to use Setzer and Amaru. Let's see. Mog is 38, Realm is 38. Alright. We'll have him in the party. He's going to be, I guess, our dedicated Dragoon. And a mage might not be a bad idea. Boy, this is a ragtag crew. We're going to put Setzer in the lead. So we do have 2 strict fighters, 1 jumper, and 1 mage. So, I mean, it's not the worst build that I've ever put together, but man, it is pretty close. I do believe that Setzer gets a piece of equipment down here that'll actually be of benefit to him. The good news is I don't believe you need to have anyone in particular in your party in order to go into these caves. And Amaru, of course, doesn't get to wear any equipment. He does have a native snow scarf and bone club, so as weird as it is that they give you the option to find those items in the game, you don't actually need to put them on. Or at least not for Amaru. Zephyr Cloak, there it is. Make him nice and zippy and defensive. In fact, if he can put it on, let's give him the Mirage Vest. Oh yeah, they're even harder to hit now. That should be good. Yes, and then it doesn't matter what the other guy has. We're going to go ahead and give him the dragon horn and the dragoon boots. You are fine there, and you are fine there. I don't think I have the other 2 items that he can put on. He gets 3 relics that he can use in the game. He gets a blizzard orb and a bone wrist. The bone wrist was an additional item that they put in the GBA version of the game. It actually increases his damage by 25%, and it does something else. I don't remember what it is. It's okay. I think if you would prefer to trade it in the Colosseum, the item you get back is far more useful because, of course, Gal is one of the best characters in the game. He does not get to equip any items in his weapon slots because he does all of his fighting using rages. However, if you do give him a dueling mask, that is his special added item for this version of the game, and it is... I don't recall if it adds any special abilities or anything. It's just, I think it's a really good piece of headgear for him. There was functionality, I believe, in the original Super Nintendo release where Gal could actually put on the Merit Award, which is a relic that allows any character to equip any item in the game, and it would allow him to actually put on weapons, and that was how you accomplished the Wind God Gal unique ability, which is, well, it's not a unique ability, it's basically a cheat, but it made it so that he was No, what am I doing? Magic. He was basically capable of just dealing an unbelievable amount of damage just using wind slash attacks. Let's see where your magic's at. Poisona, so you're learning Siren? No. Seraph. Kieran? Kieran. There it is. I have no idea where you're at. Drain, so you were learning Ifrit. And you're busy learning Ultima. So it's going to be a while before she's done. Alright. Ready to go. Go and land real quick. We're going to use a tent. Heal everyone up. I guess you could have actually gone into the castle and healed. I think you can sleep there for free, but whatever, it doesn't matter. We're not hurting for cash anymore. And with Realm in the party, we're going to make twice as much because she's wearing the cat ear hood. Alright, let's head on in. Oh, this way. This guy's like, who are you? I'm Setzer. And he just kind of shakes his head and puts his hands up like, I still don't know who you are. I'm part of the party. Still lost. The king knows who I am. He's like, what's the king's name? Alright, let's go explore. The caves leading to the ancient castle is what they're called. Hopefully there aren't a ton of enemies that will be defensively protected against instant death because, of course, Setzer uses weapons that tend to do that, although I think he right now is using a man-eater, so hopefully we won't have a huge issue with that for the time being. Aw, crap. I might want to come back here later with Strago. Or I might want to just turn around right now and get Strago so that he can learn Tsunami. Because that is one of the blue magic spells that he can pick up. In fact, I should do that right now. Alright, so let's heal everyone. I'll just put him in the party real quick. Learn it and get out. Sorry, Yamaru, you're about to get booted yet again. And of course they had to make this the most impossible to reach area of the game because you have to keep going back and forth. We are eventually going to explore this cave. I swear it's going to happen during this episode at some point. Restart. Keep moving. Now watch, I'm going to check him and it turns out he already has Tsunami as a spell. And I just throw my hands up in the air and go, you know what? This episode never happened. We're going to start over. What? Right at my airship, man. Alright, just physical attacks. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done. Ow. I think Transfusion is also a blue magic spell. I guess the easy way to find out would be to look it up real quick. Let's see. Transfusion. It sure is. Let's poke around out here for a bit. If we don't already have Transfusion, we can get that to Strago. There are a whole bunch of spells that he still has to learn, and we want to try to get as many of them as possible without a ton of extra effort. Yes. Alright, so we're just gonna swap out Umaro. And Umaro didn't have any equipment that we had to really worry about, so we could just go ahead and equip him. Perfect. And earring. And where's the gold hairpin? There it is. Alright, land. See if we can't get that one character to use his spell, and if not, we can actually control the moose with the fake mustache. That may be something that we try to do in one episode, is just try to get as many of the remaining blue magic spells taught to Strago as we can in one episode, but let's get this particular one done right now. And we just wait until it's Realm's turn. Come on. Transfusion. I don't care. Use it on him. It's not going to make a difference. He'll die immediately. And Strago may have already known it. Well, let's take a look. Lore? Yeah, he did. Alright, well, whatever. Now he extra super duper knows it. Let's go teach him the one that we were actually here to learn. And you know what? I'm not even going to bother with tomorrow. Screw it. He stays there. This is wasting too much time. Go to Figaro, please. This isn't a terribly defensively stout team, but I think they'll be fine. There'll be some tougher enemies coming up. Stop here. Also, let's go ahead and swap that with the memento ring, just in case, because I do think we fight, if it's not ninjas, we fight samurai down here, and some of them use instant kill moves. So having that protection against instant death would help. Why am I getting so tongue-tied? There we go. Please use your spell. Don't make me force you. Not slime. Alright, I'll fight you. He already knows Aqua Breath. That's not helping me any. That also didn't hit the two characters wearing behemoth suits, so take that. Oh man, he's bleeding. Hurry up. I may have to actually use him with the fake mustache. We'll give him one more turn, and then I'm going to kill him. Do the thing. There we go. Now we can kill him. And no effect on... Oh, okay, never mind. I guess it did have an effect on the two characters that were in behemoth suits. There we go. Learn Tsunami. And go ahead and make her heal everyone. And I don't know if there is a better weapon for him at this point. He is going to pick up a couple of weapons down here that might be a little bit stronger. That might also make it a really challenging trip through the dungeon if they all do instant kill and everything's undead. Hi, Ether. Hi, Ether. How you doing? We're fighting a devil. I think that would be a terrible idea here. I don't know what he has that would be fun to use and not terribly expensive. Maybe arrow? Even that's kind of expensive. Good lord. And let's just stick to regular old magic. Thunder? Oh, wow. Oh, I better give him some magic to start learning as well. These. Oh, crap! They're all reflective. Okay. Cool. Fight. Physical. Whatever. Wasn't expecting that. Level 5 death, which I think Strago already knows, and no one should be affected. Yep. That may not last, because I think a couple of characters were 39. So if they get to 40 and we fight Devil again, that could wipe out the party. Although Strago, well, excuse me, Realm might be okay. I think her ring protects against it no matter what. Alright, so you were working on nothing. You were working on nothing. Well, let's find something for you to learn. Your basic spells. Let's get you working on the high-end spells. And everyone else is good for now, right? You're still working on Poisona. You're still working on Drain. You're a long way to go from Ultima, but it'll get done eventually. Okay. Moving on. A wing edge, which we already had one of. I think we're just going in a big circle now. Done. Mog is the death dealer for our party now. No, I guess that was it. There was nothing else up here. So this amorphous blob of, like, pixels on the bottom is supposed to be a lizard. I don't see it. I think we already knew level 3 confused for Strago, but I guess we'll find out after the fight ends. And it did work on 2 people. It's alright. Fight is over. Yeah, he already knew it. I think the one he doesn't know is level 4 Flare. And I don't think he ever saw level question mark Holy, which does it based on the last digit of your money counter? I can't remember how that one works. What would be really nice is if the game would actually let me walk more than 3 steps without a fight. Our 2 magic users are confused again. Thanks, game. Not one of them is. Yeah, Strago just leveled up. Thank you for knocking yourself unconscious. I guess she isn't unconscious. Knock the sense back into herself. What are you doing, Realm? I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind? What's this way? All right. Oh. Oh. It's Master Tonberry. All right, so here's the good news. Apparently this character is susceptible to sleep. And if you use magic attacks against him, and only magic, he won't wake up. We'll go ahead and fire off a couple of test spells to see which ones work. Fire seems to work. Let's try Thundaga. And I think Grand Delta should work just fine without waking him up. 3,500, so it looks like Thunder is going to work just fine. Let's do another Thunder. Oh, very good. I don't think this character has anything of any real value to steal. Take a look. An elixir or a mega elixir. Not a big deal. Oh, I meant to use Grand Delta again. Ah, whatever. I have a feeling if you were getting hit by this much lightning, you would probably wake up. Alright, go ahead and use Grand Delta again. Or not, it's over. That was easy. I don't know if he can teach anything that we would have been able to learn. I would guess if there was anything he could have taught us, it would have been maybe barrier change. And I don't know if that's something that Strago can learn. I guess it couldn't hurt to take a peek. Let's see. Barrier. Yeah, I mean, technically he could have learned it, but whatever. I will never use that spell. Also, I would rather not take the chance and let Master Tonberry destroy the team. Alright, back to fighting by hand, because these guys all reflect spells. That seems cheap. Oh, was that a 4-hit? Mog, you glorious bastard. Where are we at with magic? He is, I think, done. Kieran all done. Go ahead and do Kate Sith, because you're really not much of a mage for me. Ultima's getting real close. That's going to be our go-to spell for a long time once we get it. Because she can do it for one point of magic, and that's it. What I may end up doing when I'm grinding for more experience for my characters off camera, I may go up to the Dinosaur Force and see if I can't score a full set of Celestriads for all 4 party members, and focus on giving them to the heavy magic users, you know, Terra, Celeste, Strago, and Realm. Those would be the best ones to give those particular items to. Everyone else, it's just kind of a matter of whether or not you intend to make them use magic if they don't have a better option. Which I guess would include Setzer, but his stats are garbage. Uh-oh, someone may die here. Sorry, Strago. Let's see if we can't get him back up before the end of the fight. Let's see if we can cure everyone before the end of the fight. Yep, we did. Alright. Now watch him do level 5 death again. Fight's over. I see what looks like an opening down south, but we want to go up. There's a chest up there. Stop poisoning my teammates. Stop confusing them. Ah, you doofus, you're blowing away your own magic. Make her heal herself. And do we have any ethers we can waste on her? Yeah, a couple. Now, technically, if you have a character that or an enemy you're fighting that has a nice, healthy magic pool, you can use Osmos and get all that back. There's the weapon I was thinking of. So he gets a Death Turret, which does do more damage, but again, it also has a chance to do instant death on enemies. So if we... Oh, and he also had a Gladius available? I'll tell you what, let's do this real quick and see if there was someone else who could put on a Gladius and have more of a... Yeah, there we go. And give him the Magus Rod. Magus Rod? Magus? I don't know how you say that. Spread the wealth, man. Alright, so that was not a room. Looked like it. Teased that it was. I think we're just going in a big circle now. Yes, we are. I can appreciate what games are going for when they make these labyrinthian areas. That doesn't mean I have to like it. Don't get back up. Good. Kill the devil, please. You didn't kill the devil. Damn, that did a ton of damage. I think the Gladius has an elemental status to it. I guess the easy way to find out would be to unequip it and check the stat. Alright, let's take a quick peek. It's all the way at the bottom. So, yeah, that's... I don't know what the Starburst is. Probably... Oh, yeah. Smite, Evil Foes. That's holy. So the Gladius is giving her holy damage. That's not bad. How did I get down here? I am so lost. Okay, we'll go up and we'll go around to that other passage. You win, game. You did it. You made it really confusing. Kill the devil, please. Oh no, two people are... Uh-oh. We better finish this fast or Mog may end up killing us. Oh, no, no! Oh, okay, never mind. He did barely any damage to us. That must have fixed that at some point, or we also are really well equipped, so... And basically, at this point, everyone has the best equipment they're going to get for the rest of the game. Alright, while you guys focus on the poison things, we're going to kill him first. Four hits. Just occurred to me that if Mog is doing a jump attack and Setzer's doing a ranged attack, none of my party members need to be in the front row. Look at that. I don't think jump is affected by your formation. At least I don't recall that being the case. I guess we'll find out on the next fight. If his damage output is dramatically lower, how do I get down there? Come on, game. Now you're just wasting my time. I'm going to put on the Malulu charm in a minute here. This fight wouldn't be a good gauge because we have him surrounded, so we do bonus damage if it's a back attack. But it looks like it did just fine, so yeah, let's leave all 4 people in the back row. Alright, you know what? Screw it. Until I figure out where I'm going, I don't want to do any more fights. Lulu, save us! I just want to figure out where I'm going without getting lost. Explore the whole area. Alright, so that didn't get me anywhere. Here we go. Okay, now we're back on the path. Anything here? Yes. Axe potion. Magicite shard. I'm not going to keep this on much longer. I just want to poke around here and see what else I can find before I head downstairs to the actual castle. I think I've earned the right to not have to keep doing this. I don't know what this leads to. Is this back into the castle? No. This led to nothing. That led me nowhere. Alright, let's get to the staircase and then we'll take off the charm. Alright, I'll take it off here. There we go. And I think we are there. Alright, let's go ahead and use a tent. I don't recall the castle being a huge area. I might be wrong, but there are a whole bunch of items that are going to be very useful for us going forward down here, including an esper that we can turn into another esper. Oh, I should have saved. Watch, we'll get into the very first boss fight and I will lose all of my team members and have to redo the entire area. At which point, I'm going to throw the whole episode out and start over. Okay, here we go. We've arrived at Ancient Castle. What is this place? Wah, 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 wah. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Owie! And it's an esper attack. Let loose our espers. This is the site of a 1,000-year-old battle. So why did you ask the question? You should have known. Lord Odin is the only esper left to us. Has he recovered from his injuries? Doesn't matter. We have no other choice. We must leave this final battle in Odin's hands. A city destroyed during the War of the Magi. And there's the badass himself, Odin Santetsuken! Ka-ching! Ka-ching! Santetsuken! I don't think that works on ghosts. No! Impressive. I never thought you would be able to turn me to stone. Did you even know who that was? There's a legend that tells of an ancient battle between the esper Odin and a powerful magus. It took place in a great hall of the castle. Alright, let's go find this great hall. And get beaten up a little bit on the way. There, the samurai. Alright, so this can be a very dangerous area. And hopefully one we can ravage some people with some magic with. Do fire first, see what we can do with that. Just jump, get out of there. Oh yeah. Alright, let's do Fira. Firaga. See ya. And fix poor Setzer. I don't know if there's anything outside the castle that we can pick up. I think it's all inside. More devils, which we can't hit with magic. There we go. Alright, so we have a main passage, a side door, and I think those two things off to the right there were, or to the left there were items as well, or item rooms. A Punisher. I have no idea what a Punisher is. I probably shouldn't have sorted items before checking. Oh, there it is. Rod that draws MP from its wielder to deal criticals. That doesn't seem like a good idea for any of our characters. That seems like the kind of item you would give, since Gogo can equip it, to Gogo. Because he can't actually use magic unless you equip it as an option in his list of commands. And he has better options available to him, really. I think there are secret rooms in here that we're going to want to look for. Before we go to the main hall, we'll check the side rooms. We're surrounded by the devil. And I'm glad I gave her the Gladius. Good lord, that's some serious damage. We're surrounded and she's doing 4,000 hit points damage. Normally when you're surrounded, I think you do less damage. She was housing that guy. Oh, monster in a box. Samurai Soul. So I think this guy is weak to some magic as well. Let's go ahead and start off by making him quiet. And if I can blind him. Can I blind him? How about confuse? Let's confuse him for a bit. And we can poison him. And I think that's it. That's all I have available to these characters, but we can start hammering him with some magic. Oh, good job, idiot. You killed yourself. He does have some swords you can steal, but I already have the ones that he does have available to him, the Murasame and the Murakumo. However, the important part of this fight is that once you finish it, you get Master Scroll. What Master Scroll is, and a ton of money, apparently. Good lord. The Master Scroll allows any character that you put it on to do 4 hits per attack. Now, I do believe the damage is actually divided by 4. But whoever you give it to randomizes the target that they're hitting with it, if I remember correctly. So, like, say, if we wanted to make Setzer someone who might actually be of some use to our party, and maybe we just go ahead and do that real quick. Equip. No. Relics, rather. Just to keep things spicy and interesting. We're going to have the Master Scroll. Proof of a Warrior's Weapon Mastery allows the bearer to attack 4 times per turn. And let's give him the Genji Glove. This is the combo that you normally would give to someone like, say, Cyan, who already has okay defense. And we could make it 2 Man-Eaters just to avoid instant revive if we fight an enemy that's undead. And again, I don't know if that's going to be the case down here, but we'll leave him as he is for now. I don't know if I have any other long-range weapons for him, so 1 hit's going to do normal damage, 1's going to do half damage because he's in the back row. Let's see how much of a difference it makes. Alright, so see, when you do an attack, and it showed briefly that he targets all of the enemies on the field. But he's only hitting 1 because I think he does it until he kills the enemy that he's targeting. Well, he changed. Dead. Dead. So his hits were doing about 1,500 damage per hit normally. And that was the cards, even though he was in the back row. Now it's split in half, but he does 4 attacks. So overall, he does more damage per turn. Let's not do that. Let's have her do it. Poisona. Cura. So we got some good items already out of here. We got the Master Scroll. We got the Punisher. There's going to be a few more that we're going to get of some value in here. I think we should check the statues, just in case. Nothing. A Lunities. It's a chest. Let's see if we can hit it with a little fireball. I have no idea what this enemy does. Oh, crap. Alright, so no magic. Physical attacks only. So his turn is dealing about 4,000 damage each time. In the back row. Well, I might be able to bump that up a little bit. Hey, she learned Ultima. Very good. Well, now we have our go-to spell for every turn. Ultima. We can learn Flood. We can learn... These might be a good idea for her to learn so she can heal. And where are you at? You've got a ways to go. He's almost done with Kate Sith. And you've finished, yeah. Play a Break and Doom. Yeah, let's do that. Go ahead and make her heal everyone up. Oh, let's do the better one. There we go. Okay. Nothing. Alright, I see side passages. Let's check those before we go up the main hall. Hey. There is a book encrusted with glittering gems. The Queen's Diary. I have fallen in love with Odin. It is a forbidden love, I know, but the flames of passion obey not rule or reason. I think that was improper grammar. It's not, whatever it was, not nor is how you should say it, or neither nor. Every time I think of that noble man, my heart flutters and fans the flames yet more. And who could rightly fault it? And when the fighting ends, I shall tell him, I must. Okay. What they're telling you is you need to find Odin and basically get him over to the Queen, wherever she is. So there is an importance to that. It's not just flavor text. Surprise, we only fought the samurai one time in this area. Not the samurai soul, but the samurai. No, you froze me. And this will probably end the fight. See ya. What's up here? Another part of the same dungeon room we were in before. 2 lunaties. Alright, so we have to actually attack all 4 of them by hand because unfortunately they all have reflect on. Nice block. I think that's because she's wearing the Aegis shield, which allows you to block attacks sometimes. No kills, wow. It's gotta be over. Come on, it's over. Yep, there you go. Learn Float. That was Setzer, so he can move to his next esper. We could teach him Drain. I don't know how useful it's going to be. Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. You'll learn that pretty quick. And you're just starting yours, and you're getting closer. This one's going to be a long time because it's these 3 spells that she's learning. Really, everyone needs to learn how to do re-raise because that's an important spell at the end of the game when you need to be able to recover everyone basically as soon as they get killed. And what that does is it acts as an instant raise spell, excuse me, that wakes people up as soon as they get killed. Alright, I don't know what the point of this room was. They just put a room in just to be there. Hey, a different enemy. Wow, that looks like a really complicated tank. Alright, let's Grand Delta this guy. Ha ha, that did nothing. Well, he seems to be very well armored against physical attacks, but magic just tears right through him. See ya. Alright, Bio. So that's the first spell that he learned from Ketoblepa. Ketoblepas. Hey, there's Odin. Wah, 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 wah. Odin crumbles, leaving behind a shard of magicite. Okay. So now we have the Odin esper. What Odin teaches you is Meteor. Also, he does the Zantetsuken if you use him as an actual, like, esper attack. And it does kill enemies very well. It turns out it actually ignores the protection against instant death that some enemies would have. So if you want to clear an enemy out of a fight real easy, you use Zantetsuken and it'll wipe them out. However, and this is going to sound very counterproductive, as cool as it would be to be able to teach characters in my party Meteor, we're actually going to be losing the esper in just a couple of minutes here. So there is a switch that you can reach from the Queen's Throne, and I believe this is the Queen's Throne where you go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And I don't know where that opened up. We'll have to poke around. Let's see if it was back in this room that seemed to be pointless. Just go ahead, physical attack, everyone. Gotcha. Gotcha. Hadn't really been paying attention before, but it looks like the chest that we're fighting, the Lunates, is almost like fainting. Like the one hand is on his forehead as though, oh, I'm losing consciousness. He's getting the vapors. Where are you at? Oh, you've got a ways to go. Probably same here. Well, death is pretty close. Phoenix. I mean, these are going a lot faster than I would have thought. I think part of that is everyone down here is giving me a ton of experience. Or AP, rather. Alright, let's see if we opened up anything over this way. Nope. Maybe back in the room where the book was. Alright, we already know that magic works, so Grand Delta, please. And we'll smack him with, since he's a machine, I'm guessing Thunder is going to do something. Big hit. Grand Delta. Oh no! I didn't know he had defense. Alright, well, hopefully this is enough. You dirty rat, you. So the only way we were going to be able to damage him was with magic that you can't block. I don't know if I have a ton of spells like that. Ultima might be able to block. Or beat the block. Hey, there we go. This was definitely not here before. Alright, so we're down here in the secret chamber. And there's a dragon. Alright, so this is the blue dragon. The blue dragon, if you couldn't figure out by the color, probably does water-based attacks, and we certainly have fought a boss recently that happens to be really good at doing nothing but water-based attacks. So why don't we just do exactly what we did that time and turn everyone into an imp and fight them like that. If we have someone who can use imp, there we go. So we'll have to equip them all with the imp gear. I don't know if it'll let me optimize. It will not. All right, so we're gonna take off the Genji glove and just go ahead and put on, say, prayer beads. If I can find them. There they are. Yes, I know you, dummy. Tortoise shield, saucer, reed cloak, and impart is in. Tortoise shield, saucer. Nope, not snow scarf. Reed cloak. Now we will lose the ability to have our heavy mage characters use magic in this fight, but it's not going to matter. The enemy is going to help us help kill him by using water-based attacks that will basically heal us for any damage that he'll actually do in the fight. So, just in case something goes horribly wrong, we are going to save here. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. Hey, what up? Now we are limited only to fighting, but here's the good news. You can still jump as Mog, and he still gets the bonus from damaging enemies using a pike. No, we're not doing a ton of damage right now, but again, his major attacks are mostly going to be using water, and guess what? We defend against water very, very well. Oh, look at those big hits. Thank you for the free heal. So as dumb as it sounds, even though they give you these items that seem like they're a complete waste of time, because why would you focus on turning your characters into imps? Well, this is why. Because then you get that bonus to damage when you actually are an imp form, and if you fight an enemy that likes to use nothing but water-based attacks, guess what? They don't hurt you, ever. See ya. Easy fight. And as with most of the fights that you get into with the dragons in the game, you do get a very nice item at the end of the fight, which is... Oh, he learned all of his level 3 spells. Very good. And gravity, which I don't understand that. Maybe it's because he was using a gravity rod. You get the Zantetsuken, so that's the super attack that Odin was using. Now you can actually get the weapon that it's based on. Alright, we've done our fight for the dragon down here. Let's go ahead and unimp everyone. And put on some regular equipment again. And we will swap that for a death turret and give her Gladius, because that's a nice option for her in the fight. Give him the Magus Rod. Magus Rod. I don't know how you say that. Back to the Genji Glove. There we go. I think that's everything we needed. We didn't swap anything else. And there's the Queen. She wanted to meet with Odin. Let's go ahead and reunite these two lovers. Even the Queen was turned to stone. Wah, 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 wah. From the stone, is that a tear? Odin's magicite surges with newfound power. Odin becomes Raiden. Or Raiden, however you want to say it. I don't think there's anything in these, but we'll check. Better safe than sorry. Nothing Nothing. Alright, so we're not quite done. There are a few more things that we can pick up down here. We do have at least one more very important item that we want to get, and it's probably back here past the throne room because we didn't check back there yet. So back here. There we go. A blizzard orb and a gold hairpin. So now we have the option to give multiple people the gold hairpin. I don't believe they stack. I don't think if you give someone 2 golden hairpins, they only use 25% of their magic points. I mean, the easy way to verify is to see how much it costs to use Cure right now. 3 magic points. And if we were to give him a second gold hairpin, figure out where it is. There it is. See how much it costs now. Yeah, see, it doesn't change. So you can only give a character 1 gold hairpin to have their magic use. And we will just go ahead and give him an earring again. Also, we need him to switch to a different esper. Alright, so you're done with Valigermanda. We can teach him Quick, which would be nice, or we can teach him Flare, which would be even nicer. So let's give him Flare, and then eventually we'll swap him over to Ragnarok. Was everyone else done learning what they were working on? No. And where's Katoble Pass? Alright, so no. And you're probably not even close, yeah. Long way to go for re-raise to be done. Don't even need to heal. The fight against the dragon was that easy. Oh, and the Blizzard Orb, which we didn't look at, is a relic for, as soon as I find it, Umaru. And what that does is not only does it allow him to absorb ice, which I think he already had natively because of the snow scarf and negates fire damage, but it also gives him a special attack that does ice-based damage. So it adds just an extra ability to him. Obviously, if you're going into a fight against a bunch of enemies that are ice elemental, you don't want to use that, but it's an option. Alright, so we know he blocks against magic that can be reflected. Let's see if Ultima can be reflected and take the risk. Oh, wait. Before we do that, jump, get him out of there. In case somehow it does not get blocked. And I need you to jump first, buddy. There we go. Block this! Don't you dare put up that block! Alright, we're good. The ultimate magic spell! Dead. So that's your all-purpose, one-and-done, fire and forget spell in this game. There's really no challenge if you have Ultima learned. Oh, so there's nothing here. Alright, so I believe that is everything. Let me double check to see what else there might have been down here. Just go ahead and fight, guys. You know what you're doing. Got the Ether, we got a gold hairpin, Blizzard Orb, Master Scroll Punisher. Yep. And we have fought all the enemies that were in here, so we can actually leave now. And I believe Teleport Stone works down here, so we don't have to stick around. Alright. So sort, and... oh no, it doesn't work! Alright, so the easy way to do this then would be to slap on a Malulu's charm and just go ahead and run our asses out of here. I mean, yeah, we could fight our way out, but this episode's already gone pretty long because of all the shenanigans trying to get into the cave with the right people. So we're done here. We don't need to keep doing this. Run, run. There's nothing on the outside of the castle, no special hidden rooms or anything like that. Everything that you needed to get, and we'll just go ahead and run out. Everything's inside the castle. Can I go this way? I sure can. Up, 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 up. Was this the trap that didn't lead me anywhere? Yeah, alright. Let's go this way. There we go. Now that I've run it a few times, I'm a little more familiar with the layout of the cavern, but man, it's still confusing. There we go. Alright. So let's go ahead and... Oh, no. Relics. Yeah. Put your dragoon boots back on. Not that it's going to matter. I don't think we're keeping him in the party for the next area that we go to. Alright, so that took an entirely too long episode in order to finish the area. Got to restart the engines. We got to make our way back to the Kolingan Desert so that we can get back to the airship. But we did get it done, and we got some very important items. In particular, we got something that we wanted to give to Cyan, who's going to be involved in the next area that we're going to, because we're going to be going to a dream sequence that involves Cyan, and I believe he does actually have to fight as part of that. He has to be in your party. And again, I prefer to give him the Master Scroll and the Genji Glove so that he does 8 attacks, kind of like his best Bushido, but instead of having to wait for it to actually happen, you just hit the button and he does it. So that's a very useful item to give to him. Plus, if you didn't already have 2 Murakumos, you can get both of them there. You can get the second one there in the ancient castle that we just got out of. I didn't need it. We could have stolen one from Samurai Soul, but we already have 2. Alright, so the ancient castle is done, and we managed to get the magicite for both Odin and Raiden, although in the case of Odin, in order to get the Raiden one, you have to actually convert him. Now, yes, we did in the short term lose access to the meteor spell, but again, we already have Ultima, and Ultima is the best unblockable magic spell in the entire game. So as long as we get everyone to learn Ultima, that we want to have access to the really strong spells, it doesn't matter. We already have a better option. It is a very expensive spell, but again, we have 2 gold hairpins and 1 Celestriad, so the people who would be using it have a way to mitigate some of that cost. I believe it's 99 magic points to use it if you don't have the Celestriad or gold hairpin on, so it is a very expensive spell. But it's worth it. It kills most enemies in one shot if they have less than 10,000 hit points. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. In the next one, we're going to head to Cyan's special story segment. And if we do have time, there is a story segment that we have that we can do for Gao as well that is non-combat related. And in fact, I believe all we have to do is just sit through a story sequence for him. And then we're done with whatever story progression that Gao has in the entire game. But that we'll explore in the next episode. That's going to do it for episode 31 of my Final Fantasy VI Extended Look / Complete Playthrough. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.